In today's video, we're counting down 10 WWE superstars who are completely broke now. Make sure to watch until the very end, because the number one name on this list will absolutely shock you. Number 10, Virgil. Let's start with Virgil, famously remembered as the bodyguard of the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. Ironically, despite being associated with wealth and money inside the ring, Virgil's real life was the complete opposite. After leaving WWE, Virgil struggled to find consistent work. Reports surfaced of him selling his autograph photos in subway stations and at small conventions just to earn a few dollars. He even launched a GoFundMe page titled "Help Out Virgil" to pay his bills. Fans often mock him online, but behind the memes is a sad reality. Virgil openly admitted to being broke and relying on fan donations to survive. Number 9, Sunny Tammy Sytch. Next up is Tammy Sytch, better known as Sunny, often called WWE's first true diva. In the 1990s, she was one of the most downloaded women on the internet and at the peak of fame. But years of legal troubles, substance abuse, and poor choices sent her life spiraling downward. Sunny has been arrested multiple times, and her financial stability has been completely destroyed. At one point, she even resorted to selling personal items, including WWE Hall of Fame memorabilia, just to make quick cash. Once a fan favorite, Sunny's downfall shows how quickly fortune can disappear when personal struggles take over. Number 8, Buff Bagwell. Buff Bagwell was a flashy WCW star with charisma and star power. Fans remember his cocky personality, flashy outfits, and his time in WWE's short-lived WCW Invasion storyline. But outside the ring, things took a dark turn. Buff struggled to adjust after wrestling and suffered multiple injuries. He tried a number of side hustles, from small acting gigs to even working as a gigolo. Yes, seriously, to make money. In 2020, Bagwell admitted publicly that he was financially broken and battling addiction. The sad truth is that his once bright career ended with him being broke and far away from the spotlight he once thrived in. Number 7, Lex Luger. Lex Luger, known as the Total Package, was once pushed as WWE's All-American hero in the early 90s. With his muscular physique and huge fan support, he seemed destined for greatness. But despite his success in both WCW and WWE, his fortune didn't last. After retiring, Lex suffered a spinal injury that left him partially paralyzed. Along with the medical bills, poor money management drained his wealth. Today, Lex lives a very modest lifestyle and depends on help from friends in WWE's wellness programs. It's heartbreaking to see someone once celebrated as the Total Package struggle financially in his later years. Number 6, James Harris, better known as Kamala, was one of WWE's most unforgettable big men. His tribal warrior gimmick, painted face, and massive frame terrified opponents in the 1980s and 90s. But like many old-school wrestlers, Kamala was never paid fairly for his work. Despite wrestling major stars like Hulk Hogan and The Undertaker, Kamala often received shockingly low pay. Later in life, diabetes forced him to have both legs amputated, which only added to his financial problems. He admitted in interviews that he was broke, unable to pay for medical treatment, and surviving only because of fan donations and the kindness of fellow wrestlers. Kamala's story remains one of the saddest examples of WWE stars being underpaid. Number 5, Scott Hall. Scott Hall, also known as Razor Ramon, was one of the biggest stars of the 1990s. He was dripping in charisma, part of the iconic NWO, and lived like a rock star. But with fame came addictions, and those addictions cost him everything. Hall spent huge amounts of money on alcohol and drugs, and his health collapsed. At multiple points in his life, he admitted to being flat broke. If not for the help of Diamond Dallas Page and Kevin Nash, who supported him financially and emotionally, Hall might not have survived as long as he did. Although Hall rebuilt parts of his life before his passing in 2022, he is remembered as one of wrestling's greatest talents who lost his fortune due to personal demons. Number 4, X-Pac, Sean Waltman. Sean Waltman, better known as X-Pac, was a key member of D-Generation X and the NWO. During the late 90s, he was everywhere, and his career brought in millions. But after WWE, life wasn't easy. Waltman struggled with substance abuse and depression, which drained his finances. At one point, he was reportedly living in near poverty and relying on help from close friends. Though he's improved his life today, Waltman openly admits how close he came to losing everything. His story shows how the wrestling lifestyle often destroys stars financially when the fame fades. Number 3. Jake the Snake Roberts. Jake the Snake Roberts is a legend, known for his brilliant promos and terrifying presence with his snake Damien. But outside the ring, his life was a nightmare. Jake's battles with drugs and alcohol left him homeless and penniless at one point. He admitted to sleeping on floors, being estranged from his family, and relying on small indie shows just to eat. Thankfully, Diamond Dallas Page once again stepped in, helping Jake turn his life around with his DDP yoga program. While Jake is doing better now, his story remains a heartbreaking tale of how a legend was once completely broke. Number 2. Ric Flair. Woo! The Nature Boy is perhaps the most surprising name on this list. Ric Flair lived the gimmick, the private jets, the Rolex watches, the limousines. But the truth is, Flair spent more than he made, with 4 divorces, lavish spending, and years of living like a millionaire. Flair went broke multiple times. He even filed for bankruptcy, admitting that he owed hundreds of thousands in unpaid taxes and legal fees. Even today, Rick works constantly, making appearances and endorsements to pay off debts. Despite being a 2-time WWE Hall of Famer and one of wrestling's biggest legends, Flair has been broke multiple times, proving that living the limousine-riding, jet-flying life isn't always sustainable. Number 1. Mick Foley. And at number 1, we have the hardcore legend himself, Mick Foley. This one shocks many fans because Foley is beloved for sacrificing his body in the ring. From Hell in a Cell falls to brutal hardcore matches, he gave everything for the business, but unfortunately the pay didn't always match the punishment. Foley has admitted in interviews that medical bills combined with low payouts for his most dangerous matches left him struggling financially. To support his family, he turned to writing books, stand-up comedy, and appearances. Although he's managed to stabilize things now, there was a time when Mick Foley, one of WWE's most respected legends, was nearly broke. Did you know that many WWE superstars were actually killed off in movies and TV shows? Yes, you heard that right! From brutal action scenes to dramatic Hollywood deaths, some of your favorite wrestlers met insane endings on screen. Click right here to watch 10 WWE superstars who were killed in movies and TV shows. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. Which superstar's downfall surprised you the most? Was Ric Flair's luxury lifestyle gone wrong? Or Mick Foley nearly losing it all after giving his body for wrestling? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and hit that subscribe button for more WWE stories.